Hello everyone, this is Matt Pacheco, your realtor here with the Paragon Group in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're here today to go over some awesome mortgage information. My good friend Mr. Vaughn Littrell with Fidelity Mortgage Solutions. We've been getting a lot of questions from clients recently that are real similar, and we want to answer some of those for you folks. Say hello.
Hey, I'm Vaughn Littrell, senior broker at Fidelity Mortgage here in Colorado Springs.
All right, now Vaughn, let's a few of these things are common that we get, so that's why I want to go ahead and tackle them here. First question that we've gotten from a lot of clients recently is, when I'm applying for my mortgage, how do I really know how much I can afford before I get to that process? I just want some ideas. What kind of goes into that?
It's all about debt to income ratio, really, and what you're comfortable spending. You want to make sure that you can make the mortgage payment every single month. That's the most important thing. But as far as lending is concerned, we want to make sure that all of your bills added up together is not more than half of what you make. And so that's what's called the debt to income ratio. And that's what financing goes by, to see if you can actually afford it.
Awesome. Makes sense, right? No one wants to go into a bad situation.
Right.
And Vaughn's always going to make sure that you got the good stuff on there. All right. When you have that mortgage, it's already calculated, we're getting things figured out.
Yep.
What's included in that mortgage payment?
Okay, you're going to have a few different components. The first thing is going to be your principal and interest. The second is going to be you're going to have your taxes, you're going to have your insurance, so your homeowner's insurance plus your county taxes. And then if you owe more than 80% of your home, you're also going to have private mortgage insurance that's added in there. It'll all be in one payment so that when your taxes come due twice a year and your insurance comes due once a year, your bank will pay those for you because you've been making those payments all year long as a part of your monthly mortgage payment.
Okay, so those are held in what people commonly refer to the escrow account, right?
Yeah, an escrow is nothing more than a savings account that the bank holds for you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. When we're in the process of accomplishing this loan, we're buying a home, getting things ready, even if it's a refinance maybe, you still have to do things to get ready for that. So what does it take? What are some of the paperwork things that are needed? What are the things that you look for when someone's qualifying for that mortgage loan?
Several different things. First, obviously, is your credit. And I get a lot of questions, Vaughn, my credit's too low. I don't think I qualify. You'd be surprised. We can actually do loans down to 570 in some cases, maybe even 565 with some compensating factors. But your credit, you won't know what you don't know. And in this game, knowledge is power. And the more that you know, the more power you have, and we can fix things. I can fix things as quickly as 3 days on your credit report and get that score boosted up to where we need it to be. So we want to pull credit, obviously. We want to take a look at pay stubs. We'll be looking at the last 30 days pay stubs. If you make self-employed income, we'll need to see some tax returns. We'll need to see W-2s always. It's always a good idea. If you have varying hours, we want to see a written verification of employment from your company. But we'll pull all those things, and those are kind of some of the things that go into figuring out your income. So we have credit, we have income, and finding out, do you have other rental properties? I want to see, we might need to see some of your schedules on your tax returns to find out, what other things you have going on. It's a full picture, and so part of the pre-qualification is you talk to me for about 20 minutes, and we write down some stuff, and we figure it out, and then if you're close, we put it together, an action plan together, and see how we can get to where we need to be.
How long back should people be prepared to pull documents for? So whether it's taxes or pay stubs or bank statements?
It's a good question. 2 years. 2 years. Right now, it's a little bit kind of a weird time because no one's got their W-2s out or 1099s yet. So we're still pulling information from 2015 and 2016. But very soon here, come February, we won't need to see 15 anymore. We'll be doing 16 and 17 documents.
So, and then bank statements, those aren't 2 years though, right? Those are only going to be a few months, right?
Not even a few months. We only ask for 2 months. So if you were going to do a loan right now, I only want to see November's bank statement and December's bank statement.
Awesome. So pretty pain-free. Does take effort, but pretty pain-free.
For sure, for sure. Buying a house is a process. I mean, it's not like it used to be in 1910 where it was just a handshake and one signature. But it's something that if you have the right lender, you have the right realtor, You have someone that actually cares about your particular situation and not treating you just like at every other number type of deal. It can be, we'll make it as painless as possible.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that, Vaughn. When we talk about that relationship, there are quite a few people out there in this industry that they may not have the care for some people do. There's a lot of great realtors. That's our business. There's a lot of great lenders. That's Vaughn's business. We're here for you. There's good quality people out there, though. If you're not in our market, we're happy to help refer you to other people as well. Now, when we talk about being in a certain market, there are benefits to having a good local lender. Dare I say, a great local lender. So there are many, many companies out there. We see commercials. We see things all over the internet. Just click here and it's all good. Yeah. Not necessarily the case. From an agent perspective, I'll share with you that when we're writing an offer or if we're receiving an offer, it does matter who that pre-qualification, who that lender is. We want to see that it's someone that either we know, we recognize, their company is someone we recognize. We can know the quality of work they put into that pre-qualification. Is it worth the paper it's written on? Vaughn, would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, if you get a pre-qualification from Rocket Mortgage or one of these internet mortgage companies, it's really not even worth the piece of paper that it's written on. They didn't take the time to look at your particular situation, and what ends up happening is that you go under contract on a house that you may or may not be able to afford, and it goes through underwriting, and then underwriting says you don't qualify. Well, now you've just wasted all this time. You probably started packing your house. We have a seller on the other end that is, obviously banking on the fact that you came with a good pre-qualification letter, and so it's important. I think one of the things, you got to know the culture of the city. You got to know, I was born and raised here. I was born 45 years ago in this town, and I've seen this town grow a lot. And our reputations are kind of on the line. So when you come to Matt Pacheco or you come to myself, we want to make sure that, when I tell Matt you're qualified, you can stand on that. You can go ahead and start packing boxes because we're that sure that you're qualified.
And something that's really nice is you get to do this kind of thing. Yeah. If there's a reason, the man usually does answer a phone call. So that's important. These people answering your phone call. But is it someone you can actually sit with, someone you can talk to, someone that they're there if there are questions? Yeah. Are they able to handle those? You don't want
to call an 800 number. That's not what you want to do in this process. The last thing, you want call an 800 number, you're going to talk to 55 different people, and you have to re-explain yourself 25 times. But you deal with one local lender. There's several good ones out there. I think that we do a very, very good job over at Fidelity, and we take our time, and we've been working with the Paragon Group and Matt Pacheco for a very long time, and I think we've established ourselves as okay, right?
Pretty darn okay. Yeah. All right, folks. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, we'll be continuing to take questions and answer them from people who follow us and clients as well. So everyone have an awesome 2018. Look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thanks.